Today we are checking out the Harley Benton R-446, and if you are like me and think that Harley Benton's necks are like baseball bats, this guitar is for you. This guitar is not the cheapest metal guitar, there still must be the ST20 ATH, but what separates this one from that one is, well, of course, color-wise and also the slim neck. And spoiler, the slim neck is really, really good. It was first released August 2022 and clearly aimed at us metal players. And with a Harley bridge and passive pickups, it's very, very easy to like. And not mention the very low price tag. It also comes in 5 colors. I have the green metallic one. It also comes in plum metallic, graphite metallic, blood metallic, and blue metallic. So in this video I will go through all the specs and also compare it to my other Harley Benton. I have 2 Harley Benton Telecasters with also a very, very nice necks, not too chunky, so it will be fun to compare the size, shape and width of those necks with this one. But first, specs. Tuners are very, very nondescript, to say the least. That's one of my worst or least favorite things with this guitar. They look fine, you know, blacked out, but they are very, very uneven when you're turning them. In one string, a little turn of the tuner makes a huge difference, and in another one, nothing happens. Stability wise, they are like fine, I suppose, but I will for sure exchange those for locking tuners later on. The nut is an ordinary plastic nut, as expected. The star of the show is the neck. They call it is the slim neck, which is the slimmest neck in the lineup. I will give you some measurements soon. The scale is 648 millimeters. The fingerboard radius is pretty flat for me. It's 15 and 75 inches. And if I didn't say that, the nut width is 43 millimeters. We have 24 jumbo frets. And as I actually got this one used, the previous user changed the pickups from I think it was Artemic or something like that, humbuckers. And these are Roswell humbuckers. So the tones I'll show you later on are not stock, but still pretty much in the same price category. I think it will be fine. But please note, this is not the stock pickups. and a pretty basic layout. You have a only 5-way switch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have a master volume and master tone. 5 different positions. 2 is the easiest to the front here. You have a full humbucker. You go toward the bridge, 1 position. You have a splitted humbucker. In the middle, you have both humbuckers. Then a splitted bridge humbucker. And if you go lowest down here, you have a full humbucker mode. Just to remind you, this is not the stock pickups, so the sounds are not from that, but everything else is stock. And my first impressions when I got the guitar, it's very, very light, much lighter than my Telecaster, the E62. The color looks really, really good. You know, if it's, you know, comes that way on camera, but it looks fantastic. And overall, I think the fit to finish is, you know, pretty good. I never had so many issues with that from Harley Benton, to be honest. You have painted headstock, matching the body, nice touch. So overall, the fit to finish of the guitar is very, very nice. If you didn't know this was Harley Benton, you wouldn't think that this would be like a cheap guitar as a Harley Benton. But I think that's pretty common when you are talking about Harley Benton. They are always punching above their weight, so to speak. So what I love most with the guitar, no question, is the neck. It's a slim neck, and I think it's, you know, in a sweet spot. It's more like a Schecter neck more than Ibanez. It's pretty flat, but not like that, like a Ibanez. So I think it's very, very comfortable. I'm not before I haven't had much experience with a flatter neck, but I think it's feels good. I also love the color, looks great. The weight, so it's very comfortable having towards your body. And especially I like that it's not black. Black is the most boring guitar color. 5 mini comments. And I think it sounds very, very good. But please mind, these are not the stock pickups. I have 2 main dislikes of the guitar. First, I already mentioned. This is pretty cheap feeling tuners. Those will be swapped. And actually the bridge, I like that it's a hardtail standard bridge, but there's a screw here, that one here, that pokes in my hand. I think you see it's red here. So when I'm palm muting, it's actually, you know, scrubs towards my hand. So it's really, really uncomfortable. So I'll probably have to change that, or maybe I'm just going to upgrade the entire bridge. I will see if that's easy and cheap to do. But either way, I have to change that screw just to remove that friction from my hand. That's very uncomfortable. That said, this is a great guitar. I got this for $100. It's I think it's $170 new, so still pretty cheap, and I can really, really recommend it if you want to have a metal type guitar. Of course, you can play other things than metal, as always, but it feels more like a metal guitar for me. So if you're on the market for a new Harley Benton, you're interested in metal, you want to try a flatter neck, slimmer profile, I think this guitar is a fantastic option to try. And Thomann has, as you know, very good return policy. if you are in Europe. That said, in the States it's a little more difficult, I think, but it's very easy to try here. So I can really recommend this guitar for, I think, most players. If you are like me and like Harley Benton guitars, I think you really should watch this video next.